Who you gonna call? Well, sadly, not Gillian Anderson. After weeks of speculation, The Hollywood Reporter has reported that the cast for Paul Feig's Ghostbusters reboot has been chosen. Of course, since it's a Paul Feig movie, Melissa McCarthy was already pretty much a given. McCarthy will be joined by Saturday Night Live stars Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, and Kate McKinnon, which is at least one way the movie will stay faithful to the original. Meanwhile, some good news from the FCC. Though they haven't yet voted on reclassification of the internet as a public utility, they have voted to update the benchmark of what can be considered broadband speeds. The new standard for broadband speed is now 25 megabits per second, up from the 4 megabits per second benchmark set in 2010. The new standard means that 17% of Americans now officially lack broadband internet access, and half of that 17% live in rural areas. According to the report, Section 706 of the Telecommunications Act of 1996 requires the FCC to report annually on whether broadband is being deployed to all Americans in a reasonable and timely fashion, and to immediately take action if it is not. One can expect the FCC to use this new standard as leverage to expand internet service across the country. In video game news, 2 new combatants have been announced for the next Mortal Kombat game. Reptile returns with his signature acid moves and invisibility intact, and Ermac, the error macro turned into a full-fledged character, also comes back for some telekinetic hijinks. Meanwhile, over on Smash Bros, a recent update has increased the number of stages that can be used in the game's 8-player mode. Mario Circuit, Pyrosphere, Norfair, Lilac Cruise, Pokemon Stadium 2, Town and City, Smashville, Wii Fit Studio, and my favorite, Luigi's Mansion, can now all be played with up to 8 players. And along with the regular stages, 6 new Final Destination style stages have been opened up for the 8-player mode. And if you think Nintendo deserves 30 to 40% of the non-existent revenue I make on this video, then you might be interested in Nintendo's Creator Program. That's right, if you're willing to sign over all your rights, a chunk of money, and go through a 3-day review process, Nintendo will allow you to produce YouTube videos using content that they approve of. This is pretty much a terrible program and won't end well for anybody involved. In fact, it may mean the end of things like this week's awesome video. Tim Fed brings some harsh truths about life and death in the Zelda universe. And that's it for this week. Tell me what you think of the new Ghostbusters cast in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, maybe pass this video around to your friends, and have a great Super Bowl Sunday.